Hey there, it's Mark. Thank you for joining me on my RaceGrooves channel. I'm going to take a look at the Hot Wheels Trick Tracks stunt ramp. If you notice the packaging, this is copyright 2009, not like the earlier boxes when we got a nice little handle to keep our parts in a nice box. Well, that handle is gone, so now it's just a regular box. Very often in these size sets, Mattel would include the main stunt and then this extra little stunt as an accessory. We do have a car there. Once you recognize the hood features of this model, fans will recognize that to be Super Tsunami. I am going to use this green sample of Super Tsunami. However, the name has been changed. This color, it was called Super Tsunami back then, but if Mattel reissues this car, they call it Power Pro. There is a green car on the box. That's 40 something. I have a green 40 something, but if you notice, there's no flames. This is a different release. Look at the flames. It's exactly like this one here. I don't think they ever released, I could be mistaken, I don't think they released the green version with the flames. I could be mistaken. Mattel makes thousands of cars every year. I can't know every single one of them. Oh yeah, it came with the car. That's way too fast. When I did my review of Hammer and Hoop, maybe that's why I thought I was going to get way too fast in Hammer and Hoop. I do remember a Trick Track set having a way too fast. Maybe this is it. Of course, Hot Wheels track sets always show big layouts on the back. You know what's interesting? I don't see any instructions on the box how to use this, but they show motion for this part right here, and it looks like it's all the way down. If you remember on the front of the box, it was up a little bit. Here's another car in action, and it does have some distinguishable features. Look at this stripe going down the front. Not only that, there's two triangles on each side. Yep, it looks just like this one. This is Metaloid, and I am going to use this version. Oh, by the way, see that loop symbol on the base? That's not Treasure Hunt. That's a loop symbol. This is supposed to work on the track, especially in the loops. Metaloid, and yes, this is the AcceleRacers version. This came from Team Silencerz. You can see shock ramp in the layout right there. I also see a few cars that I might be able to use. The black one has some pointy features in front, and you can see some exhausts. Yeah, kind of like this. This is Sinistra. Go ahead and show you the name on the base right there, Sinistra. We'll be using this for the demonstration. I already showed you this one, but how about that with the gold one? Because it has this angle on the side, plus it looks like there's silver stuff up here. I'm not positive that it's Octainium, but that's the one I want to use for this review. And again, this is going to be the Silencerz version, an official Hot Wheels AcceleRacers model. Check out those co-mold wheels. I almost forgot, heading into the shock ramp, there's a big piece of metal sticking up out of the hood. I am pretty confident that's Sir Ominous. This one right here, it was a Captain America or a Marvel's release in a special single set. I'm glad it was reissued in red, white, and blue. On the bottom, there you go, Sir Ominous. By the way, in my Hammer and Hoop review, this car right here, I really thought it was torque screw, but if you look in front of the wheel, this part of the fender, you see how it has this angle right here? And it angles up, it's over the base part, and it's halfway up the wheel, this one. Well, torque screw, it does have this part right here, this angle right here, but it doesn't come up like it does in the picture. It doesn't come up all the way like this. A handful of people commented that they thought it was torque screw. Tristan Racing Fan 2000 was the first. So let me give him a little shout out. I will be using it today, but I wonder if I got that way too fast. Let's open it up. Oh, came out right away. Sure enough, way too fast, and there's a extra rubber band for the launchers. What else was in the box? Let's check it out. There's the extra accessory launcher. Oh, you know it won't launch because this is in the way. Now, where's the main shock ramp? Come on, where's the star? Two pieces of track. These are about 12 inches long, maybe 11 and a half. There it is. Let me carefully get this off. I'll be right back. This part right here is pretty clever. You know, when these are on the shelf, they would have different sets. It wouldn't just be shock ramp. On the back, they had other sets. This is a big set right here. Radar rocket, their shock ramp. And then they have these smaller sets right here, lift launcher and flip launch. I don't know off the top, well actually Android Attack is the same size, but the Androids were a different year, I believe. I could be mistaken. But look what they did to get this in the box. They made a little hinge right here so that this part would flip up. Now it fits in the box. Hey, what's that noise? There you go, there's your shock ramp. It's not shock as in shocking. It's shock as if it's the shocks in the car to cushion your when you're driving. It's to cushion your load, cushion the bounce. Pretty cool. Kind of like elevator action, if you know what I mean. The only thing, when I pull this up, it should stay at the top. Oh, this time it stayed. Before it wasn't staying. Because with trick tracks, it's a chain reaction stunt. So a car comes by here and triggers this, causes a chain reaction. Let's go ahead and put our way too fast up into the top level. Let's go ahead and put way too fast up on top of the shock. It has a nice size parking space for almost any car, and with way too fast being a longer model, yeah, it fits just fine. Let's hook a piece of track on the bottom. One more for the trigger. Okay, torque screw, help us out. Go. Go. Excellent. Worked exactly as designed. You just have to wait for it to come down. How about we hook up that accessory? I tell you what, after the break, I'll go ahead and hook up Android Attack and Hammer and Hoop too. Be right back. Shock ramp came with that part and this one. Android Attack came with the Android plus that bonus piece. One Android coming up. Oh yeah, I can't forget that bonus piece. Hammer and Hoop comes with the hammer and a hoop. One hammer. There's your hoop. Everything depends on how much room you have. For me, I have less room this way, but I have a lot more room going left to right. That means for these launchers, these pack a lot of punch. Those I would want to set up this way on the table because I have a lot of power to get the car from here to here. Now, as far as this way, the table was not as wide. I would use more of these coasting type. Because the car's not going to come out very fast. So I don't want to hit it really fast, boom, and then it's going that way. So that's why these are more like coaster tools. So I'm going to try to get these going the shorter distance from far to near. I'm going to put hammer in this far left-hand corner. It won't be too hard for me to reach back here to reset it. I want shock ramp near and on the right. This way it won't be hard for me to reach and lift this up. How much power do the launchers have? Here's Hoop, Android, and these two bonus launchers. It's a good thing we can angle the track because this way, look how close to the edge. If I were to put two pieces of track in the middle and then try to put it straight, I'm hanging off the edge. So we're going to angle it, put it like this. Add a few pieces of track to get to the hammer. I turn those boxes sideways. This way I can fit 3 pieces of track in between. The hammer is going to send cars to Android. Let's go ahead and stand them up. Push back the launcher. I added a long stretch of track from the Android to the next stunt. It's the small accessory launcher that came with the Android. From there, a couple pieces of track into the hoop. And then I added these pieces of track for a little finishing area for the last car, which will be coming from that launcher. Shock ramp is the first stunt. I added some track along the side, so this way I can stand way over here and start the action. Now let's load up some cars. I'm going to load way too fast in shock ramp. 40 something will be next. The hammer gets power rage. I'll put this version of Sir Ominous underneath the Android. Up on top, I put the green version of 40-something, and this version of Sir Ominous, the Silencerz Metaloid over here. Since Super Tsunami has this spoiler in the back, I'm not sure if I want to use it with the launcher at first. I'll put it here. It just has to fly through the air. For the launcher side, we'll go ahead and use Sinistra. I did it again. It's not, I don't think it's Sinistra. I think it's Sinistra, because I think it's supposed to be like a play on the word sinister. Load it up and park. Oh yeah, I need a car to start the action. Let's get Octainium. I just have to make sure I push it hard enough to get all the way over there. Set, go! What was that clunking sound when Way Too Fast came down the shock ramp? Let's try it again. Reset. Let's bring back Way Too Fast. But first, a car cannot... Where are you going? A car cannot be under the trigger because it won't reset. Let's get Way Too Fast. Come on back. And we'll do it again. Set, go! Oh man, Super Tsunami, go! Super Tsunami, what happened? Let's load them back up. Bring back Metaloid. Stand up the Android, pull back the trigger. Come on back, load them up. Stand up the arms, put in the cars. Oh no. I don't know where the cars were, so let's do it again. Stand up the arms, put in a couple cars, reset the hammer, put in the car, 40-something, you back up, reset the launcher, back it up all the way, back up 40-something, get the launcher, hey, shock ramp. Oh yeah, you can't be in here, I told you. Whee! Ready, set, go! Come on! Maybe Way Too Fast isn't good to go here. Look, it has that front part to get stuck. So that means it could be slowing it down if it's hitting this, even if it passes it. That's probably not a good car right here. Let's get another car. Come on, Torque Twister, we need you. Torque Twister going on top. Come on, get out the way. La 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 la. Just in case. Set, go! Woohoo! Set, go! Well, I'm over here in the warehouse and I have a couple more smaller sets to do. What do you want to see? Spin blade or slam bridge? We'll do one of those next. And then of course I got bigger sets to do too. If you like my Trick Tracks videos, here's a playlist. Hot Wheels track sets, I have a playlist for those too. I've done a lot of them. Thank you for watching. Have fun with your toys. Bye bye.